What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the YouTube channel. And today we have a very, very cool video. And today I'm talking about the most underrated team in college football right now. I truly believe this team is the most underrated team in the country. And what they've been doing is pretty impressive if you look at it. And they're going to have some tests later on, but the team I'm talking about is the Tennessee Volunteers. Now, they have a big home game against Florida. Florida's traveling into Tennessee. Very excited to see that game at 2:30 on CBS. But this Tennessee team is sneaky good, man. They are sneaky good. When I talk about, who they have at the quarterback position, Hendon Hooker, and the playmakers they have around. But, you go through the first game. Hendon Hooker, 2 touchdowns, 221 yards, 0 interceptions, went 18 for 25. That's versus Ball State. That was their first game of the year. And then you go to Akron, who I think they just played. We're kind of skipping weeks a little bit, but he went 32 for 44, so threw the ball a lot for 241 yards, 0 touchdowns, 0 INTs. And then week 2, they played in an overtime game, and they won versus. I don't think it's the best Pitt team, but this is a game that was hostile environment, and they really wanted to win this game. Pitt did, and they came in there and won it. I think that's impressive. Hendon Hooker went 27 for 42, 325 yards, and 2 TDs. He was that productive in that game. He's been really good, man. He's been really good. And then, the Akron game they had last week as well. 14 for 18, 298, 2 touchdowns. This team is really good, I feel like. I really feel like they're good. Jalen Wright is a really good running back for them. He's been on a rampage for him as well. Just really solid players. And then their playmakers, they have some guys on the outside. And, I think that's pretty exciting for them. I know they do have a gruesome schedule, but, man, I think if they can win 10 games again, that's impressive, especially the recruiting class, which we can go over in a minute. But I really like what this Tennessee team does because they're hosting Florida, right? That's going to be I feel like a good game, great environment. It's going to be really exciting to see how Tennessee responds because if they can make it to 4-0, they just have LSU and then they have the Bama game. If they can make it past Florida and LSU, that's a top 10 matchup right there, Tennessee, Alabama. I think Tennessee could really hang in there. It's at Tennessee. That's going to be an insane environment. It's probably going to be on CBS, but that's a game I really would be looking forward to watching that week. And then they have, Kentucky later on in October, and then Georgia. They do have a tough schedule. I can't even lie. But if they can pull out 1-2 of these games and finish with 2 losses, if they could beat a Kentucky, Alabama, good. That would be another good season for Tennessee. And I'm really excited to see them because Hendon Hooker, I think, is an NFL caliber quarterback, a first-round guy, I think, definitely this year. And Josh Heupel's doing some great things there. He's really. Once he stepped foot on that campus, he has really changed a lot of things and how people look at him. The offense is as explosive as you want it. They are a vertical, exciting, running hard offense, and I really like what I see from them. They're really fun to watch. So looking at the recruiting class, 21 commits right now. They are the number 9th overall recruiting class, 9th in composite. Really good. Josh Heupel has done a great job in recruiting. Is bringing in the number 4 player in the country in 24/7, and the quarterback position they're going to be good at because that kid's going to be special. He's out of California, 6'5", 200 pounds, and then they bring in a guy, good edge player. They bring in another good edge player, tight end. Bringing in a lot of defense in this recruiting cycle, and then they're bringing in some good weapons. This is a solid recruiting cycle, and then if they go in the transfer portal as well, it could be really, really good for the Volunteers in the future. And right now they're looking like a consistent program because they would have a few good years. Don't get me wrong. Butch Jones era, they had a few good years. But I really feel like what's changed this program is Josh Heupel's mentality of coming in, high-powered offense, and, getting this defense better. I know it's not extremely better, I guess, than last year, but it is better. Tennessee's defense is better. They have a really good defense. They're one of the best teams in the country. I think they're getting more well-rounded. I think, obviously, heavily offensively. Obviously, the offense is heavily favored for Tennessee. That's their bread and butter. But what I'm saying is they're a little bit better defensively this game, and that's why I think they'll be better. I do think they're a top 10 team. Right now, they're ranked number 11. I'm really excited for this team moving forward, and not only this year, but next year, and see how this team, I think Tennessee could really come back to the promised land that they were once at, where they haven't been at in a minute. This team could be really special, and not because they're going to win the SEC, I don't think that, but I think they could, have some really good 10-win seasons. It'd be impressive. What Josh Heupel has done has just been incredible. He went from, I think he was the offensive coordinator at Missouri, went from Missouri to, I think he was with the Drew Lock era, I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly. So Missouri with Drew Lock era, went from there to UCF, got the job for head coaching after Scott Frost went to Nebraska. And then he was the UCF, and then he got the Tennessee job, which a lot of people weren't even fans of because, the Jimmy Pruitt stuff, and Heupel was one of the only kind of options, and they're like, that's not a very good hire. Well, you look at it on paper, his first few years looks like a good hire to me. But yeah, that'll be it. I just want to come on here and talk about my most underrated college football team. I think this is a special team and could be a really good team down the stretch and can challenge some of these better teams in this conference. Really excited to watch them. But make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.